everybody. My name is Stephanie. I'm a veterinary technician, and this here is Hugo, #HandsomeHuggy on Instagram. And today I'm going to show you how to clean a dog's ears the proper way. So there are many, probably hundreds of different kinds of ear cleaners out there. You can find some online. The best ones are manufactured by major pharmaceutical companies. They work the best as opposed to home remedies or all natural products like vinegar or rubbing alcohol. All of those can be pretty harsh to the skin on the inside of the ears, so we try to discourage owners from using those types of products. So like I said, you can get a good cleanser over the counter online or at a pet store. Now, as for the anatomy of a dog's ears, they're very long ear canals. They have a vertical canal and a horizontal canal, whereas with you and I, it's just a straight shot, we have the one horizontal canal. So that's why it's important to really get the cleanser down in the ear so you can break up any debris that might be in there. If you have a small dog, if you have somebody who's willing to help you, you can wrap them in a towel and have somebody hold them to help them from wiggling too much. If you have a medium dog, kind of like Hugo here, if they'll sit for you still like he is, you can put your knee up under their chin to keep them from burying their head. If you have a large dog like a lab or a golden doodle, if you can have someone just hold their head still, that's usually the easiest for the big ones. So there are two techniques as far as getting the cleanser in the ear. The first one I call the bottle dump technique. The second one I call the super soaker technique. The first one I'll show you is the bottle dump. And there's a lot of dogs that won't tolerate this, which is why I adapt that to the super soaker, which I'll show you in a minute. So with the bottle dump, you're literally going to fill the ear canal with the solution. You can't use too much solution. So don't worry about running out or hurting the ear or anything if you dump a bunch in there and it starts flooding out. That's what you want, because that's going to get in there and break up all the gunkies and stuff that's down in there. So you hold up the ear flap and you can see the opening there. Position the nozzle right in there and just kind of let it dribble. And you can see it pool in there. Once you get a good amount, a big key here is rubbing and massaging the ear, because that's going to work all the solution all the way down in that big L-shaped canal. So rub it, and most dogs love this part. So if you hear it squishing around, that's good. That means it's working. So try not to let your dog shake, otherwise it's going to be a big giant mess. But if they're bound and determined to shake their head, that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. If you have cotton balls at home, you can use these. Something else I like to use is the round makeup remover pads. Sometimes those are actually a little bit easier to use because they're smaller and it's easier to shove it down in the ear. So what you'll do, and you can see some gunkies coming out there, stick the cotton ball down in there. Just rub it around a little bit. You can even, twist it and turn it. That's what's going to help pick up some of the stuff that's in there. You can see there's a little bit on here. I just cleaned his ears yesterday, so they're not that bad today. Just use a couple until you stop seeing that colored discharge come out. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. I know you're being a good boy. In there. Now, a big no-no is using Q-tips and sticking it down in the ear canal, because you run the risk of just shoving debris further down in there, and then you're back to ground zero. So if you notice in the close-up picture of his ear, you can see this part of the ear is called the pinna, and he has some folds or wrinkles in here that you can easily see and easily get to. And it's fine to use Q-tips on that area if you see anything crammed up in the folds. But do not stick this down in the canal. Good boy. All right, so that was the bottle dump technique. Now I'm going to show you the super soaker technique on his other ear. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your cotton balls or the makeup removing pads, whichever you have, and you're going to dump your ear cleanser directly on there, and you are going to super soak them or super saturate them. Just like that until they're dripping out onto the floor. And you'll take one of them and you'll stick it in the ear canal. Just like I did with this ear, with the dry one, you're going to do it with this super soaked cotton ball. Stick it all the way in there, and now you're going to do your massage and rubbing. And this is going to squeeze the cotton ball so the solution squishes out of it and gets down in the canal. So you can still, get the solution down in there to break up what's down in the deeper parts of the canal. There we go. You can do it a couple times with the wet cotton balls. Oops, making a mess. You don't have to wear gloves to do this. I do, just because sometimes the smell of the cleaner can cling to your hands for a couple hours, so that's why I put gloves on. So now I'm going to take a dry cotton ball and wipe up any debris that got loosened up. And I'm going to check the folds of his pinna. This one looks really good. All right, so now I'm going to let him shake if he wants to. Which I'm sure. Nope. Oh, he's just going to take a nap. That's fine. All righty. So, really, you're that tired already? Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to teach you all about this. And don't forget, #HandsomeHuggy. Thanks.